I'm Tim Blake. I play guitar and sing with the band.
I'm the lead vocalist, Steve Miller.
I'm the keyboardist, Bean.
My name is Todd Harney, and I'm the drummer for Rif Raf.
The FBI's been looking for me for years, and I am not about to give you nothing.
And we just had a dream that we were going to play rock and roll and be one of the best rock bands in Zanesville.
I'm the only remaining original member. Actually, I got a call from Brent in the probably late fall of '78. So it was the year of the blizzard. And went and jammed with him, and this is cool. It was the drummer's idea came up with Rif Raf. There was also an AC/DC tune called Rif Raf. And yeah, that sounds like a good name. Let's go with that. Yeah, and we've seen a lot of people come through the band over the years. It's me, it's Steve Miller, is also a vocalist, is the other guitar player, Max Maxwell. Joe Bowman took up bass playing duties 2001 when Todd Harney came on board 3 years ago. And then of course, Bean's been playing keys with us for 1990. The Beatles. I mean, there's no one particular star.
I miss Dale a lot, but we got a great drummer in there who's filling in and doing a great job.
I don't know, I've been with these guys, 14 years now, I guess.
It's been so long I can't remember the years.
Like I say, Steve and I sing, so we share singing abilities. Max and I, trade off guitar licks, and of course, Joe's holding down the bass, Bean's holding down keyboards, and Lefty's holding down the drums.
I've known all these guys for a long time.
It's been a while, but yeah, I got to run sound for them for a lot of years. It was fun.
AC/DC, Van Halen, Gary Moore, but they're like, UFO. I
mean, Frankie Valli actually was one of the earliest.
Definitely the Beatles, the Stones.
I love playing blues, rock, hard rock, even good country.
But with, we do a cover of Eleanor Rigby, of all things. And it's kind of a heavy metal version.
They were inspirational to me.
You got to make it your own.
Remember, but I really liked Mark Farner and Three Dog Night.
And at one point in time, we were down to 3 Ps. Some of these songs don't fit. Like Footloose. What were we thinking? Footloose? Come on. But it was real hot at the time,
My dad was in the band at some point in the 90s, so
it's always been kind of that classic rock, We've always done originals. Some of them have been around probably from the beginning. Some are just, your typical 80s rock and roll topics. Sex, rock and roll. I do a lot of writing. Bean writes. Max has some things in the can that we're going to start working on.
I wrote one song, but most of the rest were written by Tim.
They kind of pop into your head. You're standing there in front of the mirror in the morning and getting ready to, for work or whatever, and it's like all of a sudden a line pops in your head. Let me go write that down. It was probably about 1980. It's called Kick Me. And actually, one of the guys that runs sound for us, he said, "You got to bring that back out." Okay, so I brought it out here, and I've been, playing it for him. So pretty easy for me to come up with, riffs, and that's where it develops, and then you can turn them into songs, and that usually comes first, and then you know. And so, yeah, I've got a lot of tunes that, you know, I've got on the computer that have never seen the light of day. Yeah, so we play a lot of those live that aren't recorded yet. So hopefully we're going to get to do some more recording here soon, and you know, get a lot of those things, you know, recorded so people can hear them.
And I had a lot of musical family members, and we used to get together on Saturday nights, and they'd play guitar and sing.
Well, back in the day, I liked the Rascals and Steppenwolf and Uriah Heep and old bands with keyboards in it.
Oh, I just wanted to play the guitar. About 1960, I was fooling around with the mandolin because the guitar was bigger than me.
I started singing on a hay wagon when I was 4 years old at the church.
And they went to Montgomery and Ward's and bought me a guitar. Dad said, we can't afford the lessons.
Band's been around obviously since I was 3, and
He showed me like 5 or 6 chords that he knew. My mother taught me my first lead guitar solo.
Had no inspiration of ever being a vocalist, but it just somehow worked out that way.
We tried to compete with this band called Rif Raf back then.
I started, I think, in the late part of '78 when they'd been together for a while doing lighting.
I can't remember what year that was.
And Dale, I'd played with him, our other drummer.
You know, after Max Blue broke up and we all kind of went our separate ways,
I played with him in another band.
I had a heart attack and I quit for 6 years.
That's when I started. Billy Page went, "Hi, thank you. Oh, I'm not shining anywhere, am I?"
Or the guitar player came in and told me, he said, you know, the boys are going to call you. And I said, who's the boys? Oh, Rif Raf.
Okay, thank you very much.
And I said, why in the hell would Tim Blake want me to play guitar?
I mean, we've been connected for a long time.
The ugliest makeup girl I ever had.
All these years, Tim and I were friends and friendly competitors.
I played other places with other bands, and
And I said, I haven't touched a guitar in 6 years.
me and Max actually joined about the same time.
I told him I would, and then I called him up and said, no, I can't do it. I got to play lead. I've been doing that since I was 5 years old.
I like trading off solos. I think it adds a lot of versatility to, you know, what people are able to listen to. Keyboardists when they first started out, they was pretty heavy AC/DC and stuff like that.
That deal ended, and I just happened to be floating free, and
I fell in love with it again.
they did a gig one night in Dresden, and I got up and did a couple of little things with them, little ditties, and
And I offered to play, and they took me up on it.
they decided that they'd like to have a lead singer.
And I said, why have I been sitting at home waiting for the Grim Reaper?
That deal ended, and I just happened to be floating free, and
And I said, well, if I got to die, I might as well die doing what I do. And
so just one of those things, you know, just fell together.
my guitar's just who I am. So.
And stuff, added it to the AC/DC, and here we are today.
They wanted to diversify a little bit.
Best thing that ever happened to me anyway. So.
So, Van Slam has always been a great one.
No comment.
I have so much fun just watching other people have fun, man. It's a great time. Really is.
Memorable.
You know, and you're looking at everybody else, and you know, it's like, yeah, this is fun. He's ripping off some lead that yeah, I like that.
These guys, like I say, they're so easy to get along with. However long it takes, it takes.
Made the band, and it's been kind of surreal ever since.
And the young kids seem to have as much fun as the older people. And a lot of the young guitar players come up to Tim and I all the time, treat you with respect, and they come up and say, "How did you do that? How, you know?"
But we'll do it as long as we can, you know, because it's always fun. You know, and when you're in the groove, you know, it's just fun.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the barn's a cool place. That's really kind of our home now.
You have the best crowd, the best people, the best owners.
Oh, I love playing the barn. I
It's
do.
always fun there. I always know people, and it's always fun.
But in town is Linden Avenue, and Linden Avenue's the barn.
We've played there several times now, and it's just seems like it's always fun, you know. And if it's not fun, it's a horrid night. So we've always had fun down there.
Fun people. You know, it's laid out well.
I call it my home port. It's the best place in Zanesville to play.
Oh, it's always fun there. I always know people, and it's always fun at the barn.
And they treat you well.
But Jimmy is a great guy.
Love playing the place. Got a great stage. Jimmy's a great guy.
They treat us like gold down there.
What can you ask for?
They have a great crowd. We have our following, it still comes in. And then you got the kids of that following, and sometimes the kids of those kids. I've played for 3 generations or more.
You know, we all swore that as soon as one of us quit or was gone, it was over with. But
It's the best thing I've ever done.
with Dale passing the way he did, you know, we all figured it was over with. But
40 years to life.
along comes Todd, and he's such a student at what he does that he just it was really weird because he just fit right in, and
I do this because I love music.
Till we can't do it anymore.
I'll do it until they carry me off the stage or pry it out of my cold dead hands.
It's year by year now. As long as my mind, hands, and body work, I'm in. But
These guys, this is my family.
all these guys are so easy to get along with. And
I couldn't be happier. I got to go out. I'm going out with these guys.
If I don't have to lift gear and all I got to do is get up there and play on stage, I might make it to 75, 80 years old.
I love them all.